Hi there, this is Nino, and I will be showing you a little tutorial on flubaroo. Flubaroo is an add-on for Google Sheets, and if you go to flubaroo.com, this is the first thing you'll see. And if we go to either try it now or here we can check out flubaroo on new Google Sheets. And what it is that Google Sheets went through an update that allows for the support of add-ons from third-party developers. And so just like a phone app, you can have developers producing these add-ons which can allow for added functionality. So we're going to click to get flubaroo, and you will notice that on my computer here I do already have it installed. Here you would have, instead of this green symbol, you'd have, I believe, a blue symbol that says free. You would click that, and then you would be brought to an untitled spreadsheet, and it will ask for your permission, just like a phone app, and you will accept those permissions, and it will ask for permission to access your Google information, that sort of thing. And so once we have that, we can go over to a spreadsheet. And so you'll notice here in an untitled spreadsheet, here under add-ons, we'll have a new option for flubaroo, and under this set of options, the main thing that we're going to have use of is grade assignment. And so this is what this add-on changes for us. The point of this is that we are going to go to our Google Drive, and we're going to create a new form. And the whole point of this is that we are going to create a form. We're going to essentially make a quiz. And so here I can just create this form, and I'll just name it as a sample flubaroo. And the point of it is that we're going to make a quiz using a form, and then this new add-on is going to allow us to grade that form. And so I can here add my questions, and I'm going to kind of take a little bit of a break and do that rather than making you wait. So what I've gone ahead and done is, as the first, second, third, and now the fourth question, as I did first name, last name, email, and here I'm going to ask for the student ID. Now, this is up to you as to what information you're going to ask from the students, but some sort of identifying information should be used. I'm asking for the email because here, if they give me their email, then you can email the responses to the student, their score. You can email the score back to the student. The ID, I ask for that because if I'm not mistaken, the way it can be set up is if they put in their student ID, if you use Progress Book, you can download the sheet into a CSV file and then upload the scores directly to Progress Book, and that can save a lot of time. I can then add another item, and from here I can go straight into asking questions for my quiz itself. And so I can put in my question, and so what is the best place over? And I can, of course, have them put that in as text, or if I wanted to make that multiple choice, I can give these options just like any other form. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually finish this up and go ahead and put in a few sample responses. Now that I've put in a few questions, you could click here, Send Form, but really we probably want to wait on that because when you click Send Form, it will, you can put in addresses to send that, although this link is really what we want. We can take this link and copy it, and that's all we want for the moment. Once we're done with that, what we're going to want to do is go back into our Google Drive, and we're going to see that we have this sample flubaroo and the sample flubaroo responses. Well, there haven't been any responses just yet, so we're going to look at the sample flubaroo, and we want to view the live form. And now what we need to do is actually fill one out ourselves. And what we're going to fill it out with is the answer key. That is going to be the first and last name. And of course, the email is quite unnecessary. In fact, I don't need to fill anything out there. And I'm going to say that PC is better than Mac. And I'm going to say, how do you make a boat a cigarette lighter? You throw a cigarette overboard, which makes it lighter. And I will submit those as the correct answers. I don't need to submit any other responses. And once I've done with that, I can go back to my Google Drive and look at the sample flubaroo responses. And here you can see the key. And anybody else who now answers these questions, they will show up as new rows. And so I can now, once I'm ready now, I can send out the this form. I can either take that link that I copied and I can paste it to a website, or I can go ahead and email that out to anybody that I want to send it. I went ahead and put in a few fake responses from some fake students. So Billy Bob, Peter Parker, and Goody Two Shoes have responded for us. That was nice of them. And of course they put in their emails and whatnot, and they gave us their responses. Now here is the added component of this add-on. Now that I've got this sample flubaroo, I can go to add-ons, go to flubaroo, and grade the assignment. Now we have this where it can let us, it basically will attempt to differentiate some information. So it recognizes that this is information that identifies the student, as does the email. And I can also assign points to the questions themselves. And I'm just going to keep them as 1 point, and I will continue. Next, I need to decide which one is going to be the answer key. And I had given the first and last name here as answer key. And I could have put my own name and decided that to be the answer key. That would have been fine. And so here, this one will be the answer key, and all others will be graded to that. It grades the assessment. And anything that is below a 70% will appear in red. So you'll see that Billy Bob and Peter Parker got below 70% on their quiz, and so they are in red here, as you can see that. And you'll notice here, this last row shows the percent of students that got each question correct. So 2/3 of the students got this question correct, and the same here, 2/3 of the students got that question correct as well. As I mentioned before, if you wanted to upload the scores directly to something like ProgressBook, typically what you need is you need the student ID and the raw score. So you would need these two columns here to be side by side. So you might want to copy and paste them into a new sheet, and then you can download it as a CSV file and upload it into ProgressBook from there. As I said, the email can be a nice way to communicate back to the students if you don't already have it. But overall, this is really nice that it can be a good way to be able to have an online quiz system. It can save a lot of time for the teacher and also allow for a little bit of a greater opportunity for some communication back and forth with the student and teacher if that email did not already exist. And so I hope this was helpful and a good little tutorial on flubaroo, and I hope that helped. Thank you.